For a slight recap, all of you came to the Shattered Plains for different reasons. You took a job with a brightness, a bright lady, Elia Martell. No, Matal. Not Martell, no R. To go out and search for a little bit of coin, to go out and search for a long-lost shrine that had been revealed by a Highstorm some weeks back. On the trip there, your group was ambushed by a chasm fiend. You fell into the chasms of the Shattered Plain. You made your way to the shrine with her as a guide. You worked your way through the shrine. Some of you uncovering a little bit of information about the past. Some of you forming new bonds. Others of you finding items. Upon reaching the surface through the shrine, you met a group of singers. One of them, Vexla, seemed quite taken with the riz of AK, Zeno. And you were talked out of a confrontation by Zeno. You then made your way through some lesser used scout paths through the Shattered Plains, crossing on narrower bridges, things you wouldn't normally cross in order to escape the Shattered Plains and get back to solid ground. Upon doing so, you find that you are quite a bit farther north from the war camps than you had originally intended. That being said, you knew the direction to go, so with Asha being a tracker, being a hunter, taking the lead, you began your trek south. By the way, this direction over here on this map is going to be south.
Sure.
So, this is north, this would be east, this would be west. You were headed south, coming across these rocks, when one of you, I forget who, noticed in the distance a man sort of stumbling through the grit and dust and the underbrush of this area.
It was Saul.
My bird.
Oh, Saul? Okay. Yes. Through the underbrush. You noticed that he was injured. I should open... no, I don't want that. I should open... Where are you? This one. I should open this so I can show you. No, it's not this one. It is... Wait, this isn't the thing either. Oh, it's this one. I figured it out.
I had no doubt you would.
It takes me a minute. There it is. You saw this off in the distance.
Yes.
A man, arm in sling, pain spren, like red hands clawing at him as he stumbled around the rocks, trying to work his way, get his way away from the 4 axe hounds that are hunting him down. You notice this, and I'm going to put him a little further away. He's a little further away. They're not, the axe hounds are trailing him. They don't seem to be completely, like, committed to attacking him just yet. But they're looking hungry. Zeno, could I have you roll for me a perception check?
Right.
Maybe I should get my character sheet out.
19. Good perception check. Is this? Hold on. It's not. What I want is I do want this. Yes. So in case I need it. With a 19, you peek out around the rock and you see this man very clearly. This is another Shin. And given his attire and his robes, you know exactly which religion this man belongs to. It is the same one as your own.
Gotcha.
A lot. You too, by the way, Asher, you can see that this man is a Shin. He looks similar to Zeno, but you would have no idea what his garb means. As they're making their way, hold on, actually, they're not quite so close. As they're making their way toward you, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Where is he again?
So, this direction over here is north.
Mm-hmm.
So he is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's about 100 feet, 110 feet away from you. He is he's making his way south as well. He's kind of stumbling between rocks, and he has 4 axe hounds trailing.
So he's going away from us?
He's going the same direction you're going, south. You're
and
all going
so the axe hounds are between us?
No, the axe hounds are behind him, following him.
Yeah, and if we're going in the same direction, they're between us, right?
No, he's between the Shin man is between you and the axe hound. So he is right here, and he is going this direction. Right, he's facing kind of like southeastish, and the axe hounds are behind him, trailing him.
So I'm gonna look at Asha and say we need to help him.
Obviously.
Your patron Elia begins reaching through her pockets, and she kind of says that she doesn't know if you have time. She says she lost her list of days that Highstorms were coming, but she knows one is coming soon. She indicates that you should probably leave him. On the other hand, Jahal, the bridge man, is pretty intent on helping. He doesn't want to leave a man to get eaten alive.
Especially after that last event we had.
Exactly.
Now, what have I done over the last few days that would make you think I'm going to just leave him out there?
She sort of sighs and said, "Fine, be quick about it," and then hunkers down behind this rock.
Okay.
At this point in time, they've moved a little bit closer. And the hounds.
I would like to advance out and try to get his attention to come toward us.
You want you want to step out and like out into the middle there and wave at him, or do you want to like peek out behind a rock? What are you trying to do?
Well, let's try peeking out from behind a rock first, see if we can get his attention to come towards us. We'd like to stay in cover, I'm assuming.
All right, Saul will relinquish his position there. Go ahead and roll for me a I'm going to call this a deception check to notify him and not the axe hound.
Okay.
Okay. Does he have stats for that? He literally gave him no stats. That's awesome. Can I cannot. We just do it this way then.
Is there like an average
Yeah, there
NPC
is.
stat type thing? Yeah.
That would be that one. Okay. You rolled a... Okay. You see him look over at you, AK. He sees you kind of waving, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also notice a couple of the hounds' heads turn to see you as well. He immediately starts walking towards you and he goes, "Help! Help!" And
all four of them now.
At this point, they fan out and they start moving faster towards him, as they don't want to potentially lose prey. It is at this point that I am going to put you all into combat rotation. And I'm going to start... Why is my music so quiet?
Not quite here.
Oh.
It's fine. It's like, it's loud enough that I can hear it, but it's not overbearing or anything.
Which is, I am going to start some combat music up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to put us all into combat. I am going to put all of... No. I'm going to put all of these guys at a fast encounter because they're all going to go fast. And I'm going to put Sniper and Jahal at I don't know why it says mask on you still for this. I'll figure it out. I'm going to put Sniper and Jahal as slow turns. So AK Mask, would you like to go fast or slow?
Fast is what, two actions?
2 actions, but you go first, or you can do slow, which is 3 actions, but you go third.
I think I'm going to try slow for change.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do that, don't I?
You're already on slow, but you can open the combat menu
Okay.
and select everything.
I think I'm gonna stick with slow.
Okay.
Yep.
So then I'm going to begin combat. This guy. What are his abilities? Okay. The Shin Man is going to immediately start sprinting. He has a movement of 25 feet. Oh, I don't want to select all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to use his second action to 1, 2, 4, 5. To get himself right there. These guys have a movement of, holy crap, these guys have a movement of 40 feet. They all like dash in, and that's about all they can do. Yeah, it's about all they can do. So we're gonna call that their turn. This guy runs up to you and he says, help me, I've been attacked. Help, please. And he kind of like almost collapses prone, literally in front of you from exhaustion. It is at this point in time that we're going to start your guys' turn, which is going to lead us to Sniper, who is going to... What abilities does he have? He can't use his sweet seat core here. He has a movement of 40 feet. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. He's gonna get
Secor is what, like a minute or
it
something
takes
like
a
that.
minute. So he's gonna move.
So that's what does that translate to? Like a round, basically?
No. So a round is like 10 seconds in this match. So
Okay.
it's like 6 rounds.
Okay.
He is then going to try to gain advantage, which he can burn. So he's used 1. He's going to try to gain advantage. He's going to use a survival check to look over the creature's weaknesses. 20. I doubt this thing can roll anything. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a roll, but I don't think he has any advantage to that. 14. Yeah, he loses. So Sniper gives himself advantage on his attack roll, and he's going to attempt to stab this creature with a knife, and he has advantage. Uh, 25 will hit physical defense, and he will do 8 damage to this creature. So you guys see Saul sort of push forward, kind of leaping over this unknown man's prone form, getting as close to this one as he can before he kind of looks over it, and he shoves the knife between the side sort of chitinous plates in this thing's body, forcing the knife deep into it. And this axe hound now looks pretty wounded. That is going to lead us to Jahal's turn, who has 30 feet of movement. We're gonna get him right in the center of things. He's big and tough. He uses movement. He then is going to spend another one to enter vigilant stance. So he is now in vigilant stance. He is then going to take aim at this one right in the center and do a strike with his pole arm. $19 will hit. He will do 11 damage. So you guys see Jahal rush forward. He passes you, Zeno, and he gets over the unconscious man, and he gets right up into the middle of the action here and just single-handedly spears the pole arm, jamming the spike deep into the center axe hound's chest. And that axe hound is now like on its last leg. That one's very. Which is then going to lead us to your turn, AK. AK, you have seen all this happen. What would you like to do?
Can I grab the shin and pull him back towards the others?
That is a good choice. That would be the use a skill action. So, you're going to have to use, so you have 3 actions. You're going to have one to put in movement. You'll have 40 feet of movement. I'm not going to cut it off at 5 feet. That's stupid. So you'll have to use 1 action to move. So you'll spend 5 feet of that movement to approach him. You'll then have to use another action for use a skill, which will be an athletics check to pull him away. And then you'll have to burn more movement for however far you're pulling him, if that's what you want to do.
That is what I want to do.
So you use
do I
5.
need to do it in athletics?
Yes, roll an athletics check. So you use 5 feet of movement to approach this guy. Go ahead and roll 16. Yeah, he's not a big guy. How far would you like to pull him back?
I'd like to pull him back to as close as I can get to brightness.
Okay.
Because when I get there, I'm going to ask her to do what she can for him.
Okay, so you're going to go.
Then, yeah.
You're going to go 5, 10. Okay. So
I'm probably going to move up to the corner where they were so I can help them.
Yeah. Okay, so you can pull him back to here.
Mm-hmm.
And you've used 20 feet of your total movement. You then ask her to do what she can for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want to do after that? You have 1 action and 20 feet of movement left.
Move up to support everyone else.
Okay, so you're going to go 1, 30, 40. You can get to there.
Okay.
She will cross over and see what she can do for him. But she doesn't have any sort of medical expertise, so what she can do is going to be very limited. Mm-hmm. But you have 1 additional action left. I believe you have a short bow.
I do.
Yes, you can take a shot at any of these axe hounds that you can see.
The one that took the most damage that's on his last legs, I'd like to go for him.
Okay, go ahead
with
and
my
target
short
him.
bow.
Go ahead and target him and roll an attack with your short bow.
So do I just click on him? Because it's not doing anything.
T on him.
Oh, T. There we. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, there he goes.
And then go ahead and
with my short bow.
Yep.
Ugh.
8 will not hit.
Your character's in the way anyway, kind of.
Yeah, so you shoot your arrow, but you're not used to shooting behind a guy holding a giant shield, and your arrow kind of like sticks into the corner of the shield, and Jahal kind of looks back at you and says, "Be careful."
Sorry.
And then that is your turn, which is then going to lead us to Mask. Asha, you have 25 feet of movement. What would you like to do?
So I do have a question.
Mhm.
Reading tagging shot, it says move up to 5 feet. Does that mean I can't move past 5 feet if I want to use it?
Yes. So that takes 3 total actions.
Actions, yes.
And you can move 5 feet, and then you get
then use it.
Then you use it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you only get 5 feet of movement with that.
Got you. Yeah. Okay.
But from where you are, you would be able to move like here, and hit this one.
That's true.
But I will.
That's the only one I can see.
Yeah, I will point out. Well, you can probably actually hit that one from there, seeing as how you have line of sight.
Yeah.
But I will say that one is very injured, and any attack you do against him will probably kill him.
I think I might actually just move here first.
Okay. So that you have 10 more feet of movement if you wish to move, and you have 2 actions left.
I think we're gonna. So the one directly in front of him is the one that's really messed up. Sal's got that one.
Both of them are pretty messed up, but the one in the middle here is very
really
injured.
Messed up. All right, I think I am going to target the one that's on the left here and use a bow.
Okay.
Longbow. Do I do this again?
So click on the image of the bow as opposed to the name.
That's the one we're looking for. Thank you.
Yep.
Roll those beautiful bean footage. Oh, fuck.
That's not gonna hit.
Ooh.
No, it's not.
You do the same thing, but you hit the other corner of Jahal's shield. And he looks back at both of you, and he's like wondering now if he needs to put the shield behind him to protect himself, or if he should keep it in front of him. You have one more action, but you cannot do another attack.
Can I use my gain advantage as well?
Yes, but okay, so gain advantage works. Let me just make sure and read it. So that would have been something you would have wanted to do before.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it, because we're kind of learning, I'll let you try it. So you need to. The way gain advantage works is you have to use one of your skills, but not the skill you're trying to test. So, for instance, longbow is a heavy weapon, so you can't use the heavy weapon skill to gain advantage on a heavy weapon attack. So you would have to use any other one of those skills to try to gain advantage on your heavy weapon roll. So you could use your perception, you could use your survival, you could use your deduction, you could try stealth, you can try athletics, you can try anything you can justify. I'll generally let you do.
Got you. All right.
So if you want to gain, if you want to try gain advantage, I'll let you do it, and then you can roll another attack because that would give you the advantage.
No, I already messed up on that roll, so I won't.
Okay.
I'll be.
Does
hold on, let me just see what else I can do here.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's pretty cool.
Brace. I don't think I need brace because that's what. Yeah, cover. That's a ready action, right?
Brace is an action, but it gives you defense if you're being attacked.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Here's I might do a. Do that, do I? Actually,
Yes.
so like if I were to do, because I already did my attack and I don't want to erase that or change the effect of that, and I do gain advantage. If I were to do, say, gain advantage and then say perception on this one to make sure that my next shot, next round is better. You know, like I'm trying to perceive where I think it's going to move.
Explain how you're doing so. You gain advantage on your next test against the enemy that uses a different skill. For example, you can test deduction to gain use advantage on your next light weapon test. However, you cannot use light weapons. It doesn't give a time frame, so I would assume it only lasts till the end of your turn.
Okay.
All right. So usually it would say something like, "You gain advantage till the end of your next turn."
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm gonna say that that's not how that would work.
Okay. Well, all right. Then I'm going to do.
You have 10 more feet of movement and 1 more action.
Yep.
30 Jennifer Drive, College Station, TX.
Just reading real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going to do a ready action.
Okay.
On the one I'm targeting already.
Okay.
If it tries to flank, what's his name? Jahal?
Yep.
Is that what his name is? I would like to do another attack.
Okay. So if he tries to get behind him.
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna shoot it out. That is fine. Okay, so that is your turn then.
Yep.
And that is going to move us to the next round. So at this, both Sniper and Jahal are going to go fast. The Axe Hounds, and he is out of the fight currently because he is, again, pretty much unconscious. So we're going to take him out of the fight. Do you guys want to go fast or slow?
I'm going to stay slow.
Okay.
I'm going to stay slow.
Okay. That is going to lead us to Sniper, who has 2 actions. He is going to target this one right in front of him, and he is going to attempt to do a strike again. A natural 20. So he is going to... He's going to use his opportunity, because the natural 20 leads to an automatic opportunity. He is going to use that to attempt to get the rest of them to flee. So instead of taking the critical hit, he is going to stab this Axe Hound. Why is Saul taking 8 damage? He shouldn't take 8 damage. What am I seeing here? There. Okay. So you guys see Saul stab this Axe Hound. And it kind of whines and then falls over. He is then going to turn and attempt to make an intimidation check on the rest of the... That's not bad. Do they have a... What is the skill that would resist intimidation? Would that be...
I think...
Maybe a straight willpower check? Well, they have nothing.
Discipline, I would think, maybe?
Discipline? Do they have a discipline? They don't. Discipline would be all right. That'd be willpower. Okay, so basically a straight willpower roll. All right, we'll give it a shot here. Oh. Okay. So he stabs this axe hound and then spins and kind of like lets out a sort of like a war cry, like ah. And this one in the back, please. Runs away. Keep going. That one's gone, and this one is currently dead. So his opportunity got rid of one combatant. That leaves him with a second action that he can't really do. So he'll move and he'll get behind. Well, he doesn't want to trap them. Trapped animals are bad. So he's going to move and he's going to try to get them to like flee this way. Well, no, he doesn't want them to do that because that's the way they're going. Let me delete this guy as well. He's going to push in here next to Jahal and he's going to try to get them to, you know, just run away. That'll be his turn. Jahal is then going to... What does he have again? He's in vigilant stance. Of dodge and react strike. Okay, that's fine. Jahal is then going to try to hit Why is it that guy's turn? Weird. I remember to do that. He is then going to turn and try to hit this uninjured axe hound since the other one doesn't appear to be much of a threat. He is then going to roll another stab with his pole arm and get a natural 1. So you guys see Jahal turn towards this axe hound and he thrusts his pole axe forward, but as he moves, one of the arrows sticking out of his shields pokes him in the eye. He goes, "Oh God!" and he misses because it's funny. And with that, he is going to use the brace action, which will give everyone disadvantage on attacks against him since he has a shield. So that'll be his 2 turns, and that's going to lead us to the axe hounds. This one is going to push up there. So this one is going to attack Jahal. He is going to use pack instincts because it's within 5 feet of an ally. It has what does the consuming focus do? Oh, well, he's going to do that. He's going to spend 1 focus. He does not have advantage because Jahal has his shield up. And he will miss. So this axe hound leaps up and claws at Jahal's shield. This other one will also attack him. Oh, he has movement. He can't do anything. He's not going to move. This other one will also leap up and do the same thing. No advantage, send shield, and a natural 20.
Oh,
That's not good. Okay. So what you see is this axe hound here. So first and foremost, let's apply damage. No, that doesn't take 6 damage. You're full health. You take 6 damage. Oh, 4 damage since deflection. You see this axe hound here jump up and claw at Jahal's shield, and so fiercely it claws does the shield drop. This axe hound then buries its teeth into Jahal's shoulder and knocks Jahal prone onto the ground. He's prone. Not visibility. Status effects, where's prone? You get an advantage on that. The Axe Hound is going to use its advantage to give its other one a second attack, who is also going to... That's how I'm going to play that, because I like that. That'll hit even though I didn't roll advantage. You see then this other Axe Hound. Why are you targeting you? Why is this going on this way? You see this other Axe Hound leap forward and then latch on to the leg of Jahal. And they immediately begin pulling Jahal back. And since there's two of them, I'm going to put them... there. Yeah, that's how I'm going to play that. And that's their turn. So Jahal is now prone with two Axe Hounds latched onto, one latched onto his wrist and another latched onto his leg, and they are dragging him off and away from you. Wait, then this one has another turn. So this one is going to use its turn to move an additional 20 feet. There. And Jahal is like screaming. He's like, oh God, get him off. Which is going to lead to AK's turn. AK, you see your compatriot get hounded. As I put on sunglasses. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I have some questions.
Okay, questions are good.
What is the size of the hounds? Are they bigger than me or smaller than me?
They are smaller than you. These are small. These are small creatures. They're about the size of like a medium to large dog, but they're not like a Saint Bernard.
Okay.
They're like the size of like a large lab.
I'd like to take this opportunity to learn how to use my skills, my talents.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, so the cheap shot.
Yes.
I've been reading it, and there's nothing that I would want to take from a hound, but I would like them to be dazed or confused.
Okay, so the first thing to note is a cheap shot is an unarmed attack. So it's a melee
which
attack.
I'd have to be right next to them.
Yeah, it's a melee attack with your fist.
Okay. So none of that's going to work.
That's not going to assist you in this moment.
Okay. So, all right, then what I want to do is move forward as much as I can towards them.
You can move 40 feet. So do you want to move straight towards them?
Straight towards them.
Oh, you can get within range.
Oh.
You can get there.
Okay. So then, that being said, the one that's on the bottom, that's the one. That's not the one that was damaged. It's the one that's latched onto his leg,
That's the
right?
one that's latched. That's the one that's latched onto his wrist, and that is the undamaged ones.
Okay. I'd like to use cheap shot on the dog.
Okay, so you're gonna target him,
Mhm.
and you are going to click on cheap shot.
Okay, let me go to
And
it.
it will consume 1 focus.
They didn't do anything.
Okay, so
It just requires activation, but I don't see how to activate it. Am I supposed to be in my skill tree or somewhere else?
in your skill tree. Yeah,
Okay.
No, you're supposed to be under your actions tab.
Oh, well, there you go. Actions tab, cheap shot. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Click on that.
Yep,
Consume 1 focus, continue, and roll.
and roll. Okay, so let me figure this out.
Okay, so I'm also bearing in mind that I've just discovered that once per turn or once per round, I can re-roll the opportunist skill.
Once
If I
per
need to.
round, when you roll a plot die, you can re-roll that result.
Oh, so I didn't roll a plot die.
You did not roll a plot die.
Okay.
So I don't know why this is saying it didn't work, because it did work. You roll 16. So you guys see Xeno rush forward, and he like punches this axe hound in the head. You do 2 damage to it.
Mhm.
And cognitive enemy is raise. Oh, you do raise the stakes.
Okay.
So roll a plot. So the if you look at the bottom right, where there are dies, the farthest one to the right is the plot die, the circle with like the diamond in it.
Uh-huh.
So click that and click roll. So you gain an opportunity, which means you can steal 1 item on the target's person that they aren't holding or wielding. So the creature is stunned. So what I will do is... Where is stun? There's stun. I believe I have to look up exactly what stunned does, but I'm assuming it means it can't do anything. Because what I'm guessing you're trying to do is to get the Axehound to drop Jahal.
Mhm.
I believe stunned would do that automatically. Let me look it up. Just because I want to make sure. But with your opportunity, what I will probably try to do... Where is status effects? Conditions 293. This is why having a real book is awesome. All right, stunned. While stunned in combat, you lose any reaction, and on your turn, you gain 2 fewer actions and don't gain reaction. While stunned out of combat, you are overwhelmed, making you move and react slower to the situation at GM discretion. Okay, so you... Okay, so stun does not mean you're basically incapacitated. Okay, so what I will then do is I will say, okay, if you want to use your plot die to force the Axe Hound to let go of Jahal, I will allow that.
I do.
Okay, so you guys see Zeno rush forward. He does like a flying knee into this Axe Hound's head. And the Axe Hound is stunned by this hit and lets go of Jahal and sort of shakes its head. And he kind of falls back, not away from you, but a little bit away, just sort of stumbling out of the way. And he has let go of Jahal now. I believe that leaves you with one action, which you can use to do an attack, although you are technically in melee range, so with your short bow it would be a disadvantage.
Well, I'm outside of melee range with the other one, right?
You are, yes. Also, you have 5 feet of movement, so you can step back if you'd like to.
So I don't have enough movement to just grab Jahal. So once I get done with kicking the other one, I'd like to just pull my short bow out and try and hit the other one.
Okay,
because
so
he's got a hold of his ankle, right?
yeah, so you want to target the other one and make a bow shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it. Press T.
Yeah,
your
I'm
cursor?
pressing T.
Are you pressing T? Because I've been pressing Y and messing up.
No, I'm hitting T.
Well, you gotta left click on it first, if you can, and then.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
All
Okay.
right.
So now it's short bow. Let me grab my. Please.
12
That
will not hit.
Well, now is this where I can use opportunist and re-roll?
No, that's
Okay.
only for
Because there's no
dice.
plot die.
Yeah, there's
Plot
no
die.
Yes.
Okay.
Plot die, yes.
All right. I'm learning.
So you guys see Zeno rush up, flying knee into this one Axe Hound head, and he tries to like Legolas pull his bow out and do a shot, but he's not quite used to that sort of maneuver, and the arrow buries itself into the ground behind the Axe Hound. That's your turn. Good turn, though.
Okay.
Okay, very good turn.
I clicked the wrong part of that button.
That's perfectly fine. Okay. You see all this happening, Mask, Asha. What would you like, Ash? What would you like to do?
How the one that he need is the one that doesn't really have much damage into it, right?
That is true. So the one that is very damaged still has a hold of Jahal's leg. The one he need is stunned and doesn't have very much damage.
I think I might actually, because still haven't used it yet. I kind of want to try it out. I want to use the tagging shot on it.
Do it. Go for it.
All right, so tagging shot. So do I have to move the 5 feet?
You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay. Which one are you targeting?
This one right here.
Okay.
And
Go
then
ahead. Go ahead, and I believe you're gonna want to click on tagging. No, tagging. You're just gonna want to do an attack because tagging shot is just an attack. Yeah. So you just make a strike with your longbow.
yeah, okay. Good job. Of course.
9-14 will hit.
Oof.
So you guys see, well, you guys don't see any of this because Asha is behind everybody, but he steps forward 5 feet and he you lock eyes with this Axe Hound. And you let your arrow fly. And you're doing the one that got kneed, right?
Yes.
You see, Zeno, you see an arrow shoot between you and over Jahal and bury itself into the shoulder of this axe hound, and the arrow sticks way up into the air. Making it oddly visible. Wonderful. And you now gain advantage, Ash, whenever you are targeting that particular creature.
Yeah.
And that's the entirety of your turn, correct?
Correct. Yeah, because it takes all 3 actions to do that.
Okay, so that is going to lead us to the start of next turn. Saul has 40 feet of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna get up there. He is going to make another knife strike. That will hit. You guys see Saul rush up, and he buries his knife into this axe hound that is holding on to Jahal's leg, and that axe hound is now dead. This one gives a little bit of a whine and falls over, letting go of Jahal and dying, which is his entire turn. That is going to lead us to Jahal, who is going to stand up and...
So, quick question, sorry.
Go for it.
Because he's prone and he stands up, does that count as a movement action, or is he like, you can get up and then you're restricted to how far you can move afterwards?
So if I recall, let me just find it so that I know for sure, but I'm thinking that if you stand up, you just stand up, but I think it takes 5 feet of movement.
Okay, yeah, that's...
Let me just double check. While prone, you are lying flat on the ground. While prone, you are slowed and make melee attacks, and melee attacks against you gain advantage. You can use the brace action without cover. You can stand up and end this condition as a free action. After you do, your movement rate is reduced by 5 until the start of your next turn. So you basically just stand up, but you lose 5 feet of movement if you move. So it costs nothing to end, but there is a benefit to being prone, i.e. the brace action, which the brace action is kind of a cool action, because it gives everybody attacking you disadvantage unless they're melee. So if you're being shot at by archers, going prone is a smart move, essentially. So Jahal's going to stand up. He is going to just try to get this thing down. Natural 20. He's just going to double damage it. Yeah, you guys get up. You see Jahal's mad. Instead of stabbing it, he swings the pole arm from above, and the axe part of it lops the head off this axe hound, and it is deceased.
Wow.
And that will end combat.
Yay.
And then I have to go to non-combat music, because that will end combat. You guys still in combat? No, you're not. Why is he still targeted?
Hold on, that's me.
No, it's not that. It's why does Saul have the thing over it for combat? He shouldn't.
Ooh.
That'll work. We'll do it that way.
There you go.
Okay. So you guys...
How hurt?
Saul is uninjured. You have a little damage, I believe, from the last thing. You do not have... Okay, I messed that up. How much damage did he take out of his total? 3 and... 3 and 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. So he hit 11 health. I gotta figure out why this targeting system is weird. Jahal is mildly injured. He's not in deep trouble, but he is going to use his recover action. Oh, I can't. No, I should be able to, because we ended the scene. Oh, it says we can't, so I'm not going to do that. Why does it? Because we ended the scene, right? I'm going to recharge it. We should have it.
Can I do a perception check looking for the last hound lurking about out there?
Go for it.
Okay.
Is she expecting me to go out there?
How do I?
Is she expecting me to go out there? I'm in D&D. She knows this.
I'll bring you one.
Bring me 2, please.
Never mind.
How do I do the recovery? I mean, it's just a D6. Oh, great.
1.
1. You guys see Jahal like gather himself, but it doesn't seem to do much good. Apparently being attacked by 2 axe hounds and drugged 40 feet is a little rough on a guy.
Is there something I can do for him?
I mean, you can use one of your antiseptics if you want. That's up to you. He's not that injured. It's more like he's just got a few scrapes and bruises, and he's kind of annoyed by it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
He's not like in critical condition at all.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Is everything okay, Mask? Do you need to go do something?
The wife forgot that I'm in D&D, so she was expecting me to come out for dinner, and I'm like, no, it's D&D, so someone needs to bring me dinner.
Ah, fair enough.
And so dinner is being brought to me by my eldest, which is rice balls.
Ah, that's nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Okay. So you guys finish up combat. I will assume I'm gonna delete you.
So, quick question.
Yes.
As a hunter,
Yes.
mind you, would I know how to carve said beasts for meat? If they're
That's
edible, even.
Great question. Let me see if they're even edible. I would assume they are edible, but I guess it'd be a little bit like eating dog.
You're hungry, you eat food, Joe. As a hunter, I don't think it would bother him, honestly, but... Oh, let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
Hey, my food's ready too. Let me grab it.
Go for it. I gotta figure this out anyways.
Thank you.
Yeah, their position in society is very much like dogs. So this would be a lot like eating wild dog. So if you're fine with that, if your character would be fine with that, you can go carve some and get some meat. However, you have no way of preserving it, so it would not last very long.
I'll take it with, just in case we need something as backup for rations.
Okay, so I will say, go ahead and roll for me a survival check.
Survival check. Boom.
That's close.
Yeah.
18. Yeah, you go carve up the 3 carcasses that are around, and I'll say that you get enough meat that all 5 of you, including the unknown Shin and Elia, if they want to eat this, you have enough that You have enough that you have tonight's meal figured out if you so choose. However, I will point out that this is going to basically spoil by tomorrow. So if it doesn't get eaten tonight, it's not going to be worth much.
Well, I mean, it's just because if we can keep the rations still up, then I would, because what happens if something, a storm hits and we have more food?
That is exactly true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys, I would say you reconvene. Alaya has sort of, she's patched him up as best as she can, but she's not a doctor. She's not a surgeon. She has some basic training in, human anatomy and things like that. She's got the bleeding stopped, and he does not appear to be in any immediate danger of death. He is awake. He is cognizant. He is profusely thankful of your assistance to him. Is there anything you would like to do now?
I'd like to ask him what he's doing out here by himself.
Okay. He looks at between all of you, and he seems very curious of Saul, and he seems a little bit hesitant looking at you, Zeno. He recognizes you as a Shin, but he's very confused as to why you are out here, because he doesn't know. And he proceeds to tell you that he is on his way to the Shattered Plains, or was, in order to meet a contact out there before him and his group got ambushed by bandits. And all but him have died. His group of, I believe it's about 4 or 5 people. Yes, about 4 or 5 people. All but him have been killed. And he has been slowly making his way forward. To get to the destination. And he indicates that this ambush by bandits had happened shortly. Or it was a day or so ago. It wasn't like a week. It happened in roughly this area.
Were the dogs a part of the bandits?
No, they were hunting him down. Yeah, just wild dogs looking for a meal. He stands back up, and he's not a tall man. This is what he looks like. He is not a tall man. He's short even by Shin standards, and Shin tend to be a little shorter than normal. He is early 30s. And he has dark blue eyes and sandy blonde hair. Anything else?
We could bring him with us. What do you guys think?
Not gonna leave him.
No.
He sighs.
What would be the purpose?
Yeah, he sighs in relief. You help him to his feet, and he indicates, and he can walk on his own, right? He can travel. He's not like I said, he's not on the edge of dying. Jahal kind of takes a spot up next to him, you know, to help in case he needs anything like that. It is at this point in time that Elia points out once again that there is a high storm coming eventually, and you should really get moving.
Good advice. Let's go, y'all.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys work your way south with this new gentleman, and he tells you that his name is Taszo. 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 If you'd like his full name, which I'm assuming you would, Zeno, it is Taszo son Clotio. Clotio being his father's name.
Okay.
This is not a name that you recognize directly, but you do know his garb. You make your way south, and as you make your way south, a large rock formation slowly begins to appear in the distance. You travel through this area, which is called the Unclaimed Hills. As you go, the sky overhead turns gray as clouds begin to hang heavy. You feel wind begin to blow at your back, and you see ribbons of blue light dancing in the wind. These are wind spread. Let me... This. And I want to... we'll try this. Elia begins to urge you to hurry. You pick up the pace, and as you crest the next hill, both she and Taszo exhale in relief. Below you lies a large rock formation, the one you had seen for some hours that you had traveled. You three are not... You four, well, Jahal is familiar with this, but Ash, Saul, and Zeno, you are not. This is the Covenant Stone Crossroads. This is a cliff wall that stands roughly 500 feet high and twice as long. It provides a natural barrier against high storms, making it a popular waypoint for caravans. And as you approach, you notice that you're not the only ones taking shelter in this location. There are a number of wagons and caravans that are sitting around there. A few of them have large blue banners of military styling. Does anybody have a... Let's see, you do, Saul does, and you do not, Zeno. So Saul and Ash, you recognize these as the banner of House Colin. Colin.
How would you spell that?
Kholin.
Holin.
The leader of which...
Colin?
Colin, yep. The leader of which is a man named Dalinar. Is it Dalinar? Let me double check on this. Just so I know. Because... Yes, Dalinar. Dalinar. You would know that that is the High Prince of House Colin. As you approach, Taszo says, "Spirits of the stone, protect us. The Highstorm could hit any moment. Let's take shelter, and quick." And I have a map for this.
Yay. We like maps.
I did not prepare that in advance because I am a dummy. Give me 1 second.
You're not a dummy. Stop being bad on yourself, sir.
Okay. That's not the one. Okay. Let's go. Oh, we're all on bridge. We're all okay. So, but we are officially into Stonewalkers, by the way.
Yay!
Let me get rid of this. That should move that out a little bit, like that. We don't need this anymore. That will be that. And we don't need this anymore. Okay, so I have a wonderful. So that would be east. So this would be north. You're coming in from the north. I have a wonderful map for each and for this, and I am very excited about it. And we must have Elia as well. Oh, this is going to be so cool. I am so pumped about this, guys. All right. This is a very large map.
Oh, yeah, it is. God dang.
You guys approach from the north. The Highstorm is coming on the other side of this rock wall. So the rock wall is to your east. You are coming from the north. And as you approach, this entire group of wagons all bears the blue banners of House Colin. And down, further down here, is another group of wagons that appear to be more merchants. You see a number of chulls. All of these little rocks are chulls for pulling wagons. And all of these are wagons, and I like these maps. So you approach this caravan. You see a number of guards. Let me just double check. Oh, wait, why is he... Oh, wait, I don't need him then. I want to use this one. And I need to have his health as well. We'll do that. You see a large number of soldiers. Well, you see a large number of people going around. They're putting shutters on these wagons. The soldiers, there's a number of soldiers guarding this wagon, all of which you can see on the map here, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You see a couple of officers walking around. This man right here seems to be giving orders, and so does this man right here. There is a large number of soldiers who are building a sort of mobile storm shelter. It is not pictured, but it is basically thick wood, and they're building it somewhere right around it here. If you're zoomed out, they're putting up kind of a place for people to go and sit out the Highstorm, whereas the wagons and the chulls will be fine. There's a number of people running around the caravan, the merchant section here, and they're all essentially just going to hang out in one of the wagons. What would you guys like to do as you walk up here?
I guess maybe perception check on whether or not they look like they might be angry and or defensive about us coming in.
To the soldiers or the merchants or both?
Yeah, just the all of them in general.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a perception check.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, that's a very good perception check. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Do you want to learn more about so the general vibe you get is that nobody's paying any mind to you approaching, right? Like,
okay.
This is a very common waypoint. People come and go, no issue. Your opportunity, you can either learn more about the military section or the merchant section.
Which direction is the brightness going?
She's staying with you. She doesn't seem to really roll a lore check for me.
Thank you.
$14. You know that she is part of House Sidious.
Yep.
And with what you know of the Alethi, you know that high princes really don't get along very well, that there's a lot of competition between them. And given your perception check and the look on her face, it seems like she does not want to mingle with House Call. So she's going to stay with you and follow you.
Now the soldiers, are they part of House Colon? Like they have the same emblems and what have you?
All these soldiers bear the same emblem. Which, by the way, if you look on this caravan right here, these symbols are the symbols of House Colon.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest we go towards the merchants then.
Okay. You still have your opportunity. Do you want to learn more about sort of the vibe of the military caravan or the merchant caravan?
Let's use the plot die on the military caravan.
Okay. None of them are looking at you or her with any sort of animosity.
Okay.
But you do see that a large number of soldiers are gathered around this wagon right here. And this sort of officer is kind of overseeing that while overseeing the construction of the mobile storm shelter. And you also see that this officer kind of right here is sort of sticking around this coach, this wagon, more than all the others. And also that this one is kind of shouting more orders than necessary.
Okay.
But you don't get the sense that you're not allowed to, like, you don't get the sense that anywhere is like completely off limits. Like, this is not a massive area. They understand that you're going to have to, like...
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
AK, anything you would like to do?
No.
No? Okay.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay. With that in mind, is there anything anything that you want to do? I assume you'd want to tell everybody what you learned, Ash?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Sorry.
Just for the general text, the merchant, there's a circle of 4 caravans They are being secured for the coming high storm. There is an Alethi man with dark, wavy hair. He's inspecting ropes that are tying bundles down. There is a Thalian woman sitting atop a wagon marked with bright blue glyphs. As far as the merchant caravan goes, it's just a buzz of activities. Is there anything? So you want to work your way towards the merchant caravan, or do you want to try to talk to the soldiers? Like, what is it you would like to do?
We don't really have any kind of like sheltering or anything ourselves, right?
You do not.
Perhaps if we helped out, we could share that with them.
Mm-hmm. The question is do we try the military group, where I doubt the brightness would really have any sway over? Whereas the merchants might be more willing because she is one, as if that makes sense.
Do you want to split up and try to talk to everybody?
I mean, we could do that too. I feel like Sal's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, though. Can we say have Jahal and Sal and the Shin dude? Does the Shin know? Can I ask what did we say his name was again? Taszo.
Taszo.
Can we ask him if maybe he might know any of the merchants or the military guys that are involved?
He would have no idea. He came from Chino, which is literally on the other side of the continent, and he's just arriving.
Okay, so he's just
he is no.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. So maybe have some.
So.
Really like
I'll step in a little bit here. Saul looks like a standard parishman.
Okay, so he's not. Yeah.
So he's not going to stand out like a sore thumb. But he would also be taken for something like a porter, like as if he was here to be an assistant and carry luggage and things like that.
Oh, he'll love that.
Well, he's not here to complain.
Okay.
It's just the way my mind works, though, is like, the brightness saw him doing things that a normal porter wouldn't be doing, or
that is true.
Whatever.
That's very true.
So I'm nervous about what she would do, but we also saved her life. So dingleberries, what?
Dingleberries.
Yeah. My we have a group chat, and one of my daughters thought she'd be funny and name it that.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
It's a great name. It's great.
It's a great name.
It threw me off for a second. I'm like, wait, what? What about dingleberries? All right.
Yeah.
I say can we park ourselves kind of like down in here, and I guess we should just split up and investigate between the two and see what we can acquire.
So you guys are going to kind of want to walk down this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're walking down this way, this man right here looks over at you. He says, "Newcomers, if you could hold the right end of a spear, I might have a job for you. Otherwise, quit your gawking and get down with the civilians."
You think I can? I mean, obviously, we could send the others down and probably, entrust Saul with protecting her and the Shin, or Jahal as well if he wants. I will approach him and ask him what kind of work.
Okay, so you want to
good
approach
idea.
him?
Yep.
he says that you can either help tie down wagons, you can help build the storm shelter that again is over this way, being built somewhere over that way. Or if you can stand watch somewhere and, around the military camp and protect against sort of bandits.
Hmm.
Standing lookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in exchange, what are you offering?
He said you could probably throw a couple of spheres your way and you can share in their storm shelter if you want to. Or you can go try the
Merchants. The civilians.
The civilian. You get a sense this guy's very self-important.
Would the others be able to hear this?
Oh yeah, they're close enough.
I'm
You're not hiding anything. You're 10 feet from.
I'm gonna cast the gaze over to Zeno, Sal, and the brightness and see kind of what they think. Like a head nod or shake situation. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna nod my head.
All right. So you want to help them?
We can start there, yeah, or we can split up. Doesn't matter.
How about I'll help these guys and you go check on the merchants maybe?
Okay.
So we'll do it this way. Taszo and Saul are gonna go with you. And the brightness and Jahal are gonna go down towards the merchants.
That works.
Good with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so this guy immediately sees a parishman and orders him to start tying down wagons, right? To start tying down things, do menial work. And oddly, Saul's going to agree. Saul's going to go immediately and start tying down these, to which I am going to have him make a stealth check with advantage, because that will allow him to move around freely. And he rolled very well.
Holy fuck.
So he's good. Taszo, being a little bit weak, will also do the same and begin tying down wagons. Ash, is there anything you would like to do for the caravan? You want to build the storm shelter, lookout, tie down wagons?
I'll do lookout.
Okay, where do you want to stand to do lookout?
I'm assuming we mentioned, really worried.
Yeah, you're not really worried about this way, but as I mentioned, this wagon is very heavily guarded, and this one is sort of being looked over by the self-important.
I guess I could just ask him where he thinks I would be best suited to. I have excellent aim on a bow. Where would you like me to be?
But he's going to put you over up here towards the north to kind of play lookout, to play as an additional guard on both sort of important wagons. Although he doesn't say the wagons are important, he just says watch the north. But you, with your high perception, realize that these are the wagons that are being watched the most.
Okay. Yep.
So, and with that, we are going to have AK, Jahal, and the Brightness move down to the merchant caravan. And the moment you get down here, you are greeted quite warmly by a Thalian woman. Her name is Svalka. And she's sort of looking out as she feels the wind kind of curl over this tall, rock formation. And she rushes up to you, which I believe is it, which one is it? You zoom in. This one.
I think it's the one on the left.
Yeah, she rushes up to you. And she asks quite urgently. She has angst spurn, which look like little green bugs kind of crawling. There's spren for everything. There's spren for everything. And she asks you, excuse me, did you see any wagons on the road coming in? My friend and his daughter were supposed to be here by now.
No. We didn't see any wagons until we got here.
Oh.
Could be on Shin.
Hmm?
I was wondering, maybe it was the wagons that the Shin that we had saved. Didn't he say his
name
wagons got attacked?
He said his group got attacked.
Yeah.
By bandits.
What was your friend's name?
His name was Tet. He has a daughter, Hannah.
His name was what again?
Tet. T-E-T.
Oh, okay.
Tet Reben is his full
Hmm.
name. It is at this point in time that this gentleman over here approaches. And he has a very big smile on his face. He tells this woman, it'll be fine. They'll arrive. There's time. He welcomes you graciously, and he's sort of happy to play host for you all. And he asks you what brings you here. What brings you all to the Shattered Plains?
We're here with the Brightness, escorting her.
Oh. He gives sort of like an awkward bow towards her, which she returns. She returns the female equivalent far more gracefully. You might then be more comfortable with the military caravan. I can't offer any, lodgings for a lady of your stature, but hold on. But they do have more room than us. In point of fact, he points up to this wagon right here. If you zoom way out, this one right here. And he says they have a man in there. He's very delusional. Claims to be a herald.
Herald, you say?
Bizarrely, they seem to be transporting him to the war camps. I'm confused about it, but they clearly have additional room. You may be more comfortable up there, but you're welcome to stay with us.
Yeah. Well, when we came over, we thought we might be able to assist you in getting ready for the storm in exchange for sheltering from the storm when the time comes.
That would be very kind of you.
What can we do?
He then sets you to work. The lady is not put to work. She is sort of ushered over to a chair next to this girl's wagon. And you are set to work tying down wagons, holding caravans, or tying down wagons, shuttering windows, right? Doing all of the things that would need to be done, tying off the chulls, right? Unhooking them from their wagons, these things. You guys would not have heard them point out about this coach down here. Mask. But Saul, with his giant stealth check, is going to work his way down to tying off this wagon and kind of try to inspect this sort of area, to which Taszo will probably, let me double check how this works, just because I want to make sure I got everything right.
Are we free to move around?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're free to move around.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is go and talk to Taszo for a minute.
Okay, so you go up here. You don't get stopped. Nobody stops you. You go and approach him. What would you like? Hello, Xena. What would you like to talk to him about?
I'm curious. What did you say your group was here for? The group that died with the bandits. What were you here for? Were you meeting someone here?
You see a look of, sort of distress when you bring up his lost companions.
Look, I'm sorry about your compatriots.
He kind of looks around and he says they weren't meeting anyone here. They had a contact in the Shattered Plains, in the war camps, that they were going to meet because there was a artifact in the war camps that he and his group needed to
needed to
get.
what?
Needed to get.
Get?
Yeah.
Sounds like important business. What, would you mind telling me what this artifact is? Is it something that would be important to us as Shin?
Do you tell him who you are?
No, just that I'm Shin. He can see that.
Yeah. He says, well, all artifacts are important, yes. But he doesn't give you any specifics. Just for reference, not all Shin are of your organization or your class, and you are not dressed in a manner he would recognize, just so you're aware.
Gotcha. Okay, so the reason I ask is because there's a group of merchants over here who were expecting to meet someone who hasn't arrived yet. I wanted to make sure this wasn't more of your friends that you just weren't realizing you were close to. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you know them or not, but you might wander over and see.
Okay.
And if you want to talk about your artifact later, it's something we might be able to help you with.
He looks around your shoulder and he says, those, I do not know any.
Okay.
But we could perhaps talk later.
Perfect. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Would you like to go back to the merchants, or do you want to spend more time in the military side?
If I could go over to Asha.
Okay.
And just real quietly, without anybody hearing.
Yeah.
I want to kind of nod back to that wagon.
Okay.
The one in the middle, and say we might want to keep an eye on that wagon.
Okay. You can easily do that. There's enough general activity that no one's going to pay attention to you, sharing a quiet word.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. So you head back?
Yep.
Okay. You head back.
I'm assuming he heard me
Oh yeah, he heard you.
because he didn't respond.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Um,
I didn't want to interject in while you were both talking. So
Yeah. So Ash, you have taken up your post north here. You have seen Taszo and Saul sort of work around these sort of wagons and coaches. AK comes up, speaks with Taszo, and then he comes and speaks to you and lets you know that there is a delusional man in this coach who's claiming to be a herald, or at least that's what he heard from as a rumor. Saul is kind of working his way over there, and so is Taszo. What would you like to do, sir?
what is the? Do these gentlemen, the soldiers over
Yep.
yonder, do they look like they haven't had like a real meal in a while? I guess a perception check on that.
Go ahead, roll a perception check.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they're soldiers. They've been fed.
Yeah, not anything spectacular.
Nothing. You wouldn't know, whether they've been eating good or not. But they don't look as if they're like upset or starving or anything like that.
All right. So I, still trying to keep up with being on lookout, if you will, right?
Yep.
Is there any way I could maybe do like a small like grill situation, like a campfire grill, and cook up that the hound axe meat? Maybe like a little bit closer to them so that it kind of wafts into their nostrils, if you catch my meaning.
So you want to move a little bit closer and maybe set up like a kind of start a little like cook fire.
Yeah, like a little barbecue fire type thing.
Roll a crafting check. See if you can sort of make a sort of like. You get a fire started and you use a few of your arrows to kind of like set the meat up over the fire, right? None of them appear to be particularly enticed. I mean, they wouldn't know exactly what you're cooking, but random meat is not exactly something they're going to be interested in.
Fair enough.
But as you stand there, no one tries to stop you from cooking a meal. I will say that, if you want to spend, 10, 15 minutes cooking, you get yourself some, well-cooked axe hound meat.
Okay.
But you don't have to, it's skewered over the fire. You don't have to attend to it. It's going to take 10, 15 minutes to, grill up.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something in the 10 or 15 minutes, you sure can.
Just kind of make like head nods to say like these two guys right here, and kind of like head nod towards the meat. Maybe offer them a little bit of meat.
Yep. Roll a persuasion check with advantage, seeing as how you have fresh cooked meat, although they have no idea what it is. Natural 20, nice. They kind of glance back towards this guy who kind of shrugs a little bit, and these two sort of approach your fire. They keep a lookout, right? They keep a lookout, but for your opportunity, they look pretty friendly, and they greet you. Hello, stranger. They engage in polite conversation as you're cooking. Anything you'd like to talk to them about or ask them about? They seem very open.
Seems to be quite a few of you protecting one wagon in particular. Is there anything I should know about?
They sort of like shrug and they say, yeah, precious cargo, and I don't really know what it is. Could be some rich lady's knickers. It's locked up tight, though. The other one's it's locked up tight, though.
Yeah.
They just told us we're paid to stand there. I ain't gonna complain.
Oh, I hear that. That sounds right. So, this is High Prince Colin's band, yeah?
Oh, yeah. They seem, like, proud that you, like, recognized who they're with. Yeah, that's us.
What's it like working for him?
He's a good man. No. And then he's like, one of them is like, oh, he's a good man, right? And help great with his soldiers. And then the other one kind of like nudges him, like, oh, you never met him. Right, but they're jovial and they're joking around. You get the sense that they think highly of
him. Let's see. What kind of whereabouts did you come from then?
Oh, that's a good question, and they would be happy to tell you. I've got to look that up. Wonderful. Yeah, we've come all the way from Colinar. That you would recognize is, or Colinar, that you would recognize is the capital city of Dalinar's. Yeah, that would be his capital. Came all the way down from there. It's been a hell of a journey. Hauling that madman. One of them points his spear over towards this coach, hauling a madman all the way. Don't know why. What?
Rumor mill is he thinks he's a herald.
Now, Bowden over there thinks he's a guy's name, not Bowden. Bowen over there thinks he's a herald too. You put enough wine in him.
Bowen is the officer that's overwatching these guys?
No.
Or the other
Bowen's
one?
just some guy. This is an officer over here. He didn't point to him, and this is an officer over here.
Okay, all right. So Bowen's just like another rando?
Just a random soldier on the other side. They just pointed to him and they snicker and say, he thinks he's a herald too. You put enough wine in him.
Gotcha. Have you met him? Is he really crazy or delusional?
Only ever says one thing.
What's that?
Oh, go listen. One of them reaches down and pulls one of the skewers of meat out and kind of looks at you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh. Much obliged.
Let's see. I think you said I had enough for like 5 people.
Yeah.
I would like to distribute all of it to the 5 guards.
The
4 guards and the officer.
The officer does not take it. The 4 guards, these 2 take it readily. The other 2 kind of take it. One of the guys takes a bite and he kind of like looks at it funny. He goes, what is this?
Like sound?
They all drop it. You essentially served them dog.
So it's meat.
You Outlanders are strange. None of them eat it now.
All right.
Imagine if somebody says, like, here, eat this. Oh, well, what is it? That's Fido.
I mean, if you're hungry and you're in that kind of world, I would think you would eat it regardless.
None of them are that hungry.
That's true.
That's true. All right. They're not mad at you or anything. Like, they don't seem like they're pissed, but they're not going to eat dog. They're not that hungry.
Fair enough.
But yeah, go listen.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Are you gonna go listen?
Not right this second. Maybe
Okay.
when whoever decides to relieve me of my little post.
Well, they're standing around your fire watching around, so they said you can go if you want to go.
All right. Yeah. Then I will.
Okay.
Then.
So they sort of stay around your fire. This guy kind of moves up here. This guy goes down and kind of starts to oversee what's going on down here. And you want to go up to this coach?
See.
You want to look in?
Yes, sir.
All right. I gotta show everybody this, but I'm assuming you will share all of the information.
Yep. Oh, since only 4 of them really took it, I'm gonna take that 5th one with me to the delusional man.
All right, go for it. Where...
Something tells me he's not well fed. Have some fucking meat. I mean, there's a reason why some of the Indian tribes were called dogmen. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying. This is what you see inside.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You look in. This
guy
is massive.
God damn.
He is a giant human being with just muscles all over the place. And as you look in, his eyes are completely vacant. Like he's staring into nothing. And as you approach and kind of poke your head towards you get close enough and kind of poke your head and you hear him sort of mumbling in a very deep, almost like a very deep, like gravelly voice. Vettel can train your surgeons, and Jezrin, he will teach you leadership. So much is lost between returns. I will train your soldiers. We should have time. Ishar keeps talking about a way to keep information from being lost following desolations. And you have discovered something unexpected. We will use that. Surge binders to act as guardians. Knights. The coming days will be difficult, but with training, humanity will survive. You must bring me to your leaders. The other heralds should join us soon. I am Talinel Ellen, Herald of War. The time of the return, the desolation is near at hand. We must prepare. You will have forgotten much following the destruction of time past. Kalik will teach you to cast bronze if you have forgotten this. We will soul cast blocks of metal directly for you. I wish we could teach you steel, but casting is so much easier than forging. And you must have something that we can produce quickly. Your stone tools will not serve you against what is to come. Vettel can train your surgeons, and Jezrin, he will teach you leadership. So much is lost between returns. I will train your soldiers, and he just goes on and on and on, repeating that thing over and over and over again in the same voice.
Being said something about desolation. Vorinism. Desolation, Voidbringers.
You recognize a couple of the words. Calic,
Yes.
Vettel, Jezerin are all names of heralds. Tailnell Ellen, which is the name he said he is a name of a herald. He claims to be the herald of war. You would also recognize that Ishar is another name of a herald. And you would of course recognize Soulcast. Well, you would recognize soulcasting because Sal has a soulcaster, and Elia, your patron, gave you a little rundown on what soulcasting is. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. That's how you know that.
Yep.
You would also recognize his mention of knights is most likely a reference to the Knights Radiant, but he didn't say Knights Radiant. You're just assuming. And he just keeps repeating this over and over again.
What was the... Hold on a second. Sorry. If
No,
you want to
fine.
keep talking, go ahead.
If you have a question.
Yeah, I have to pull up our conversation about my character.
Oh, yep.
Do you know who the Sons of Honor are?
You
I would
ask him
that. Yes.
He does not respond to anything you say. He just keeps saying the same thing. He doesn't even look at you. Is at this point that you look past him to the other side of the coach, and you see Taszo clinging on to the other window on the other side, and there is a look of wonder on his face, and a bright ring of blue smoke sort of erupts from his head, and you recognize this as an Osprey. He kind of tries to reach in through the bar, and that is when a loud voice cuts out through his mantra. It says, "Move back, stranger. That prisoner is a delusional fool and a blasphemer. He spends all day muttering about being some great herald." And you see, if you step around the coach, you see this man here, this sort of self-important one, approach Taszo and pretty much order him to leave him alone. By the way, he would have yelled loud enough that you guys could have heard him down here.
I would like to start making my way over there.
We'll put you halfway there. We're gonna put you here. This is a rock, so we'll put you halfway there. Asha, anything you'd like to do?
I guess try to hand
What was that?
Talonel.
Okay. Yep.
The food. See if he'll at least take the food.
He doesn't take it. Again, doesn't acknowledge your presence.
He said the heralds must be returned if we are to survive, right?
That's what. Let me read through.
Or something along that kin.
No, he said the heralds. He said the heralds will join you soon. But with training and with training, humanity will survive the coming. Did he say that? Yes, he will survive the coming desolation. You also then see this guy approach the coach, and he kind of like sneers in there. "Can you save us from the storm, Great Herald? Or just sit there and talk to yourself?" He then spits between the bars on the man.
All right. trying to remember anything that I wrote down.
AK, you want to keep moving closer?
Yes.
Okay. You
I'd
get
like to
about-
be over by Mask if I
by
can.
Mask. You want to be over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said Saul's the one that has the caster?
Saul has the soul caster in a pouch, yes.
I have can I like duck out of sight so that fucking self-important man can't see me for a minute and do some of the runes that were on the statue we found and try to hand it to him?
Roll a stealth check. Okay. You are fairly certain that nobody is going to see you sort of jot down some runes on a piece of paper. Are you going to jot them down in order? How many of me are you going to jot down? All of them? What are you going to do?
All five. It was all five of them, I believe. If I remember correctly, and in the same pattern that was on the statue.
It was 7 of them, I believe. Life, before death, strength, weakness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Journey.
6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Okay, you're going to jot down all of them in the pattern on the statue?
Yep.
Okay. So you quickly jot these down. I need to open my notes. You quickly jot these down. AK, you see him jotting these symbols down.
Yeah. I as I walk up, I want to say, Asha, what's in there? What's in the wagon?
Someone claiming to be a herald.
Harold. Is he?
You can easily look in the coach, Zeno, and see who's in there.
Okay.
You hear him repeating this mantra, and you also hear this self-important guy kind of taunting him.
So I would like to look in the wagon and say, Harold, look at me.
Doesn't respond.
No response at all?
Ash, you get this thing written out, and do you want to try to hand him the paper? Do you want to read it to him?
I would like to try to put the paper in so he can see it and then read it to him. Yeah.
Okay, so you reach in with this paper. He doesn't acknowledge it. You read it to him? You
Yes.
read, you say life before death, strength before journey before destination. You say that?
Yep.
You say this, and nothing happens. It is at this point in time that this guy notices that you're sort of like fiddling in these bars, and he rushes around. Hey, get back.
Sorry, I was just offering him some food.
Roll a deception check with advantage because you are holding dog meat.
I mean, he's probably gonna be like, feed him the dog meat. He's. Oh my god.
15. Do you have you do have a perception score. Okay. He believes you. He says, yeah. He grabs the skewer of meat from your hand and like throws it in at the guy. There you go. There's your meal. So he took your skewer of meat and chucked it at the guy in the coach.
Okay. I'm gonna grab AK and we're gonna, act like nothing's different and just kind of get out of there, I guess.
Okay, AK, are you
I'll
fine
go
with that?
back.
I'm not quite done with him, but yeah, I mean, I'll follow Ash.
Okay, so
Alright.
you guys, you grab him and go to pull him away, and as you do, this other man approaches, and at this point you see every other soldier kind of like straighten their back, and in a very low voice he approaches this guy, and he grabs him by the shoulder and he says, "You're done. Stand down." Having seen him sort of taunt this guy in the carriage. He summarily dismisses him and sends him off to work on the storm shelter over here. He looks at you and he looks at the cage and he kind of just goes back to working. He pulls back up here and he gets these guys away from the fire, back to their original positions. Right, and back to guarding this wagon over here. Before you can get too far away, Taszo runs around and says, "Come here, come on." And he kind of whispers for you to follow him as he makes his way kind of down past this rock. And he's going to get like kind of behind this larger rock in sort of like this area where there's not really any people. You want to follow?
Yes.
So I'll go with you. Do you want to go get Jahal or do you want to leave him working on wagons?
Leave him working on wagons.
We'll leave them working on wagons.
He gathers you all up and he looks at you all and he says, What do you make of the Alethi and who they are transporting?" Obviously meeting the guy in the coach.
I'm not sure what to make of it yet. Doesn't seem to respond to anything.
They clearly don't think he's a herald. I'm not sure what to believe. What are your thoughts on it?
He
me?
sort of what?
No, that was
I wouldn't.
towards the NPC.
Oh,
Okay.
Taszo, right? Is that what his name?
Taszo, yes. He glances around and makes sure that there's nobody listening. And you have helped me. The artifact I seek is a weapon of the heralds.
The honor blade.
He looks at you very surprised. And he kind of reassesses you. And, yes, an honor blade. I know it seems impossible, but that man may truly be a herald. The one we know in the East as Talon Elat, the Herald of War. He motions towards the wagons, and particularly the one that is locked. With the Herald here, it is possible that his blade is here as well.
Okay. Surely it's not on him. He's left it somewhere.
There's nothing in the coach with him. So he the picture I showed you is everything you saw in that coach. There was nothing visible in there.
So Tasso's kind of implying that the other coach could be the coach that, or could be where his weapon is.
Well, he's saying that if that is a herald and the weapon is here, it would probably be in a very locked and guarded coach. Yes.
Hmm.
The sky above you begins to turn a little darker too as the storm is getting closer. You guys have spent, maybe 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes sort of roaming around. The storm has gotten a little closer now. Do you have any questions for him or anything you would like to suggest or do?
What do you want with the honor blade?
You know what I want to do. I want to return it to our homeland.
I wasn't aware there was more than one of us out here looking for it.
You are looking for them.
Yes. I kind of look around at Asha and Saul and say, well, maybe it's time I come clean with you. And then I explain to them who I am and why I'm there.
Okay, do you want me to send your backstory to them?
Yes.
Do you want me to send all of it or just the relevant portion?
Just the relevant portions.
I will send to them, then I'll tell you that you let them know that you are a member of the Stone Shamans, which is the primary religion of the Shin. You let them know
like
that. What's up?
Is he like a priest or something?
So, Zeno isn't a priest, but the Taszo is.
Okay.
Zeno lets you know that his father was a priest and that there are 10 honor blades and that the majority of them are in the possession of the Shin. But there are some missing and that they send a certain number of people out in order to attempt to locate them, and that he is one such people, one such persons. Okay. He hasn't found anything yet, and this is the nearest lead he has been given, and it seems that this lead of a madman on the Shattered Plains claiming to be a herald, or a madman in this region claiming to be a herald, reached as far as his homeland, and they sent more people out.
Can I ask Taszo a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Does the Sons of Honor mean anything to you?
Sons? No, should it? Does it have to do with the heralds?
I'm gonna show him the scrap of paper that I have. The heralds must be returned.
Are you showing it to everyone or just him?
Both. Yeah, both. Yes, everyone. Okay.
You guys see Ash pull out a scrap of paper, and this is old parchment, and it's torn up, it's a little burnt, there's a little blood on it. And it says, it has one sentence and a partially incomplete sentence. It says, the Sons of Honor must bring back the heralds. Any who stand in our way, and that's all that there is on. Zeno, roll for me a lore check, please. In your travels, you have heard of the name the Sons of Honor. You haven't heard much, as they seem to be something of a secretive group. However, you are aware what you have heard has all come from primarily Alethi nobility. Which, if I recall, what did I tell you about it? Yeah, which is essentially what Mask knows about them from his searching as well.
Yeah. Hence me trying to get in with the brightness.
Yeah. So you hear Zeno tell you that this is sort of what he's heard, and that aligns with what you've heard.
Yep.
So that confirms your suspicion that this is kind of a nobility kind of group. It's kind of like the Freemasons or something like that, if you will, like the whole thing surrounding that. So
yeah. Okay.
So you get that. Taszo doesn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Any other questions you have for him?
What are your plans on what you're going to do about the Herald or possible Herald?
Well,
I
thought we'd take the direct. Oh,
no, go
ahead.
ahead.
You're talking to me. Well, I thought we would try the direct route first. Just ask him about his blade. Worth a shot. Beyond that, I don't know how we're going to get any information out of him as long as he's in that cage.
Said he needs to be brought before all of the leaders, didn't he? In his ranting or chanting?
He said he needed to be. He said he asked to be brought before the leaders. Yes.
Well, we might offer the possibility of having that happen if he tells us what we need to know.
Taszo says, we find ourselves surrounded by a battalion of soldiers, not all of them level-headed. They're going to the Shattered Plains. Perhaps it is best if we travel with them. I have a contact in the Shattered Plains who can give us more information. Perhaps we can go from there.
Good idea. Ash?
I want to go talk to the brightness and see if maybe she can help us.
With what?
Somehow. With something. See if there's any way she can help us.
Well, with
trying to free him or helping get him to, I don't know. Just
okay. you kind of want to just ask her opinion on this guy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
We haven't directly asked her about the heralds yet, have we?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, she gave
might
us a
know
little.
something.
She gave us a little bit of blurb, I believe, on one of the.
Oh well, yeah. She gave you a little bit of rundown on the Knights Radiant and the thing, and that they're connected with the Heralds and stuff. But she didn't tell you anything you wouldn't have already known from just general knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah. All right, yeah. Let's. I want to go talk to her and see what she thinks.
Okay. Do you want to pull her up there, or do you want to go down and talk to her?
Let's pull her up here.
Okay. So you motion for her to join you.
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to ask her?
Honestly, I would like her to possibly look at and listen to the ranting first and see what she thinks of the situation.
So you ask her to go into the Kolinar war camp?
Yes.
She expresses no interest in going in.
At all.
At all.
Okay. Well then, how close is that? As close as she's willing to go is where we're at.
She's not. She'll go around the outsides and stuff, but she won't go in between the wagons.
Okay. So can we at least just point out, or not conspicuously kind of point out, but so make sure she understands that we're talking about this particular wagon here.
You can walk her around up over here and point out that you're talking about that wagon and stuff like that. So you kind of let her know that there's a person in that thing, and that's what you're talking about. Okay. She now is aware that there is a man in there. What do you all tell her about this man?
He claims to be a herald, the one of war. Tel-Anel Ellen. He would I be able to recite the chant that he's kind of doing?
Roll a
performance check. Oh wait, we don't have performance check yet.
We do not. That's what I'm doing. I guess I would put that under lore. Roll a lore check.
Right. Of course. I remember words.
You remember some words. He was talking about a bunch. You start it's kind of like telling a joke, and then you go, well, anyways, but the punchline is this. You tell her a little bit of it, but it doesn't. You don't get it all. It's a little jumbled, and she kind of.
You'd have to hear it. It's very.
Roll.
It really.
Are you trying to convince her to go listen?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm well aware of it. Hey.
Oh, 6. Listen, the Highstorm is coming. I do not have time for a madman's rambling.
I strongly have a feeling this has something to do with the statue we found, and the soul caster, and the what would they call again? Radiant Knights, or Knights Radiant. Excuse me.
Do you have any evidence of? Then let me know when you do.
Come on, Rizzler, get on the ship.
AK is only good with Singer.
Yeah, he's not good with Parashendi. My bad. Fuck.
It is around this time, as she is walking back, and she doesn't get all the way back. That, do I have a icon for this? It's a good question, huh?
The storm?
No, I do not. Okay, it's around this time. Oh, maybe I. Oh, that's not that.
A chasm vein. Fuck.
Yeah, you all die. No. It is around this time that a large commotion, kind of near the center here, draws everyone's attention, and you guys sort of rush around. Hall joins you. And in the center of the war camp, you see a teenage girl gesturing rather wildly. She'll join you guys. This guy will stop about there, and she'll rush in. There's Fearspren, bright, vivid purple, sort of like crowding around her feet, and her voice is frantic. The wagon, it's stuck, and Pa won't leave it. We need to help, please. It's everything we have. The soldiers seem concerned, but after glancing up at the clouds, they kind of shift in place and do their best to ignore this girl. The Thalain merchant, Svalka, kind of rushes in past them. She says, "We caught your weapons and wine. Surely you can spare a few soldiers." What would you guys like to do?
Help her.
You want to approach the girl and that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You both want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, before we do though, did Jahal come over here with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
He joined you.
I want to tell him to go stay with the brightness.
You want him to stay there?
Stay with the brightness wherever she is.
So you guys are going to approach into the caravan where the young girl is, and these two are talking. She will again not go into the sort of caravan area, but Jahal will stay with her.
Excellent.
You hear this girl with the young girl, who you realize is Hannah, the daughter of the friend she was speaking of, and she's pleading with them to send soldiers out. And as you approach, he looks to you and waves you forward. And he says, I don't have enough soldiers to guard the caravan, get everything set up, and retrieve this man. I'll give you 50 marks if you'll go get him. Just him, the cart, if you bring the cart, fine. But if you bring him back alive, 50 marks and my gratitude, if you will do this.
Look at Asha and wink.
Asha?
Yep.
You're agreeing to
A
go
nod.
help this man? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Hannah and the other woman immediately, thank you. Thank you. Do you want to go get Jahal and bring him with, or do you want to tell them to stay here? What do you want to do? So you guys agree to it. They give you the directions of where to go.
I'm going to leave the positioning of the brightness to Ash.
Okay.
Well, I would assume we would explain what the situation is and see what she wants to do for herself. Because I'm not going to force her to go.
She says that she's not going to be any help out there, so she'll
Agreed.
stay with the merchant wagons.
Merchant.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to go over there. Do you want to
Can we leave Saul as like a bodyguard?
You gonna leave Saul as a bodyguard?
Seeing as Sniper's not really here anyway.
That's a good call. Saul will stay with her, yes.
And Jahal will go with us.
And Jahal will go with
Yeah.
her, yes. That's what you
I
want to
mean,
do?
and then Taszo can come or stay.
Taszo will come.
Did-
He is actually very eager to go.
Okay.
So did she already go walk away?
The brightness?
The
No, I'm
brightness?
just putting them there because that's where they are.
Okay. Well, as they walk off,
Yeah.
I'd like to just step up to her and quietly say, all Asha was asking of you was an opinion. Think about that. And walk away.
Okay.
In regards to the Herald.
The cart. Yeah.
Okay.
She nods and says she'll think about it. All right. Got it. Okay. So you is there anything? The storm is coming. You guys wish to go?
I mean, yeah, if we leave them out there, they're probably going to get screwed over by that storm, I would think, right?
They're gonna get
Yeah.
dead by that storm. Do I have a marching order? Who would like to go first?
I
Doesn't
guess I
matter.
would. I guess I would, just so I can try to navigate, I guess.
Jahal will
He's the
join
hunter.
you as head guard, and Taszo will take the center. And AK, you fine bringing up the rear?
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Wonderful. One second. I do have a token for her. Why is that not? Doesn't matter. Does Hannah go with? Why is she on this? Oh, okay, she leads the way. Got it. Okay, it says so. I was wondering. So you guys, Hannah, before you can say anything, Hannah quickly rushes off. Come. And I need to now do it this way. You were up north. You would be there. So would be there. That is the wrong. That one had moves in it. Why does that one have moves? Copy that. I can. Maybe no. Why is that not? Can I get that other one? I can. I am a genius.
Agreed.
And then that took longer than expected, but I'm glad I can do that. And then you were bringing. Okay, I'm going to put you guys right there. Over a little bit. I will then activate the scene. So Hannah rushes off, and you form into this pattern where Ash and Jahal flank either side of her. Taszo walks directly behind her, and Zeno brings up the rear. You don't have to travel very far before you see a wagon and a chul. By the way, behind you is the crossroads. You are heading west. And what you see is a wagon and the chul stuck in this layer of muck and creme that has sort of congealed here on the roadside. The Chul has sort of fallen onto its side, and it's kind of half stuck in this mud. And it can't seem to get itself right. And it keeps its legs and limbs are thrashing, and it can't seem to get itself upright. What you see is, as the wind sort of picks up around you, you see a balding, red-headed Vendon man, something you're acquainted with, Ash, trying to push and right the Chul so that it can pull this wagon out of the muck. What would you like to do? Oh, the moment this appears, she rushes forward to her father.
Go try to assist to upright the
Chul?
Chul, thank you.
Okay. Jahal will go with towards the animal. You hear her go, "Pa, I brought help." Tatso is going to stick with you as you are both Shin. What would you two like to do?
Perception check for the surrounding area. Any enemies, dangers, hounds,
Okay.
bandits.
Roll for me a perception check.
Come
on. With advantage, because
I just did it.
Just roll another one. I'll pick the higher score. You rolled a 17. Nice. Okay. You how do I see? Okay. Do you stay there? Do you approach? What do you do?
Depends on what I perceive.
You look around, and what you see is a road. You see the river running down through the thing here. But what you see is that it looks as if the natural path of this river has been
Altered
in some way as to form a sort of mud pool in the road here. As if deliberately. And as you're looking around, you also see the grass up here moving in a direction that the wind shouldn't be pushing it. Well, it's not really grass. It's more of like a tree like shrub, but you see it moving in a direction that the wind probably wouldn't be pushing it.
So the first thing once I realize that, I want to call out to Ash and Jahal,
okay.
Eyes up.
Before we get there, Ash, Jahal, how do you want to try to assist moving this Chul? You just want to try to push it? You want to try to get a rope? Like what are you trying to do?
Assume upright.
Okay, so you just
so
want to...
you said it's on its side.
The Chul is kind of on its side, yeah.
Yeah, just trying to get it upright would be nice, I guess.
It's an athletics check. You can roll it, or Jahal can roll it with advantage.
What is...
I will tell you
I'll
that...
do it.
You'll do it? Okay, you go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage. As Jahal is helping. What did that land on? 16.
16.
Okay, so you and Jahal push this Chul and get it. You get it upright. It's still kind of stuck in there, and it's now on its feet, and it's kind of like clawing forward, but its feet aren't getting any purchase in the mud. So it's upright and it's trying to move forward, but it's not really getting anywhere. It is at this point in time that you hear AK say, "Eyes up."
All right. I will take heed and, I guess, do a perception check.
Roll for me a perception check.
Oh, I thought he had a 20.
19. You now see the same things he saw. You see that this is probably not a natural formation in the road. And you look over here and you see a couple of rocks tumble off the boulder that the wind might have pushed. It might not have. It is here that Jahal is going to trust that you guys are going to handle this, and he is going to grab the ropes and he's going to try to pull this Chul forward. And do so. You guys see the Chul get out of the muck, so it gets pulled up to about here. The Chul is about here now, but the wagon is still stuck in the mud. What would you guys like to do?
Does it seem like the wagon will move at all, or is it going to be...
The Chul is kind of... The wagon is sort of slowly inching forward. The Chul is pulling it, but the mud is deep, and it's basically like pulling a sled through mud. So, it's struggling. It's going to take a while. You probably don't have enough time before the storm hits for...
Yeah, let's just tell them we need to go.
Abandon the wagon, go.
We can come back for it after the storm passes.
I will tell you that you will not. The storm will probably destroy the wagon.
Well, we don't have time to grab it.
Well, you could try pulling the wagon out and keep doing stuff. It's just that if you wait for the Chul to get it across that area, you won't have enough time.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to try to persuade him to abandon the wagon?
You have anything of a great importance in the wagon?
My entire livelihood.
If you're dead, will it matter then? The storm is coming.
I'll die if I can't afford food in one way or the other. Roll a persuasion check.
I mean, we could make one attempt at moving the wagon.
15.
He seems to sort of like agree that you're probably right, but he can't let this go yet. He keeps trying to push the Chul. Do you guys want to keep trying to persuade him, or do you want to try to move the wagon?
Let's make one attempt at moving the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe put me or a couple people in the behind and try to push and continue to have Jahal pull.
Okay. One of you then can roll an athletics check with advantage.
Okay, who's got the better rolls?
Just
It won't
pick
be
one.
me. Athletics, I'm at 0.
That would be probably Ash then. Jahal's doing his best to pull, so.
Yeah,
So with
roll
advantage. All right.
Yep, with advantage.
Oh, you fucker.
16? 16 will do it.
It was rolling onto the 20 and then it kept rolling. Bastards. All right.
So you guys pull and you pull hard, and all four of you get to work, and the wagon rolls free, and it gets past this pile of mud.
Well, as soon as it's free, I mean, let's tell them to get on their wagon and go.
You guys get out of the way. They climb into the wagon, and they start pushing past. And as they do, why are you like this game? Why are you like this game? And as you do, 4 figures jump out. But you are not surprised since you spotted them. I'm going to everybody into combat. Taszo is going to be a stand-in for the wagon. He's going to stay with the wagon as he is in no fit shape to fight. And we need some combat. I want some. Okay, you guys see these 4 bandits jump out onto the road. Weapons at the ready. I like that. They are all going to go fast as they want to ambush you. Jahal is... He is also going to go fast because he does not like the idea of not being able to get his shield up. So. Zeno, Ash, how would you like to resolve this?
These aren't the same people we encountered before, are they?
From the camp? No.
No. From after we came out of the caves.
No, those were Parashendi. Those were singers.
Okay.
These are These are human bandits.
Okay.
Or so they appear to be.
Do any of them look like they have bows?
Good question. Yes, all of them. All of them appear to have a bow and a mace on their as equipment.
I'm assuming they have bows at the ready.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Have they stopped the wagon, or did the wagon get away?
The wagon is sitting about right here, and it is there. The Chul is about right here, and they jumped out around it, and that's where you've started. The wagon hasn't moved from there yet.
Okay.
Hey. Well, I would like to go slow.
Slow? Okay.
I think I'm gonna go fast this round.
Go fast? Okay.
Yep.
So we are ready, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Then Jahal is first. He is going to move up between these two. That's going to be one of his actions, and he is going to... do that. And He is going to enter vigilant stance. You see him kind of get a little bit wary as... That's an action. Yep. Okay, so that's what he does on his turn. He gets up there, sort of shield at the ready, right in these two guys' face, and that is his turn. Ash, you have 2 actions. What would you like to do?
Have any of them made a threat or have?
Well, they've got their bows up, ready to fire. Yeah, they're
like ready to fire, or they just have them up like ready to draw.
no, they're ready to fight.
Okay,
But yeah, they're being
all right.
aggressive.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're being aggressive. Okay, that was the word I was looking for, but Brian went fucking south on me.
Nope, you're good.
I'm gonna target this guy, and we are going to loose a bow arrow at
A
him.
bow arrow.
Oh.
Ten will hit. So you see Ash raise his bow and let an arrow fly. The arrow sinks deep into his shoulder. He is wounded, and he's pretty wounded. However, the armor he's wearing does seem to stop a little bit of the damage, but not much. But he's not holding his bow very well anymore with that arrow. You have 1 more action. What would you like to do?
I might actually take brace and use the chawl as cover. Actually, no. Use the rocks up above me.
Okay, you... So I don't think you can do that because you're not close enough. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to...
hide behind cover.
Yeah,
Hide behind cover within 5 feet of you.
The chawl would be within 5 feet of you, as it would be about right here. So you could get... But you would have to get... That'd be 10, because it'd be 5 there, 5 there. And you're not moving, because moving would take your action. So I'll let you use brace for the chawl.
Okay.
So at the moment, you are braced.
Yep.
Okay. It's your turn. That is going to lead us to Taszo, who is going to tell these two to get inside the wagon and hide. He, seeing that you are bracing behind the chawl, is then going to 1, 2, 3. He's going to move up next to you and kind of behind the chawl as well, which would be about right here because the chawl's going to be there. To kind of like see if he can assist. He's not going to push the wagon forward as you are using it to, as you're using it as cover. The chawl, by the way, kind of pulls into its shell to avoid danger. That is going to lead us to this bandit, who is going to put his bow away and instead target him with a mace strike. Um, 19 will hit. So you guys see Jahal take a big swing, and he flinches away as the mace swings down and hits his arm, dealing a fair bit of damage. Jahal's not looking good. He is then going to attempt to trip him. Oh, man. You see Jahal. You have a chance. Dang it! You guys see this bandit swing his foot out and catch Jahal in the knee, and Jahal falls prone in front of them both. Oh, wait. What? I forgot a thing. I should have done disadvantage on that. I'm gonna remember that. Okay. That's my bad. I could have avoided that damage, but I am silly. But I would have succeeded, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't remember that. Okay, so that is that guy's turn. Bandit 3 is this guy. He is going to target Jahal with a mace attack as well. No advantage because Vigilant Stance counters that. Natural. Okay. Luckily, minions can't critical hit because my character is going to die. You guys see Jahal fall to the ground and this guy swing his mace down immediately into the helm of Jahal, leaving him a little bit dazed. Jahal's looking rough. And that is going to lead us to this bandit's turn. Why do you have... Oh yeah, you shot him, didn't you?
Yes.
This guy is going to then pull his bow and he's going to target you. And he is going to... miss. He doesn't have that ability, so he can't. So he is going to move a little further back for a second action to try to get a little further away from any danger. That is going to lead us to this guy who is going to target you as well and make a bow shot. And will miss. So he shoots about, both of them shoot arrows at Ash, and Ash dodges out of the way of both of them with relative ease. That leads both their turns, which is then going to lead us to Mask. Mask. You can't really see Ash, but you see a couple arrows get shot at him, but you see Jahal get struck with a mace, tripped, and then hit in the head with another mace, and Jahal is laying on his back looking pretty dazed.
All right. How far is that?
How far is Jahal away? 50 feet. So you can get to about
40
here.
feet away.
He's 50. You can get 40. Yeah. You can do about that.
And what is the range on my crossbow?
Your short bow range is like 100 feet. You're good.
Okay, well then I'm gonna target this one right here.
Okay.
Damn.
6 will not hit. So you shoot an arrow, but your concern for your friend causes it to go wide. So you miss the bandit. You have 2 more actions.
Well, There are no other attacks that I can do.
You can move up if you want to get closer.
Yeah, I do. Just bring me to 40 feet closer.
Be right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good with that?
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
There probably isn't.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, that is going to lead us to the top of the next turn. Jahal is still going to go fast. Mask, do you want to go fast or slow?
I think I'm gonna go fast again.
Okay. Zeno, fast or slow?
Slow.
Slow. Okay. All right, then we're going to start this. Jahal is going to stand back up. It's the wrong thing. I need this. Jahal's going to stand back up. You don't move there. You stay there. He is going to. He still has vigilance stance on. He's going to target the one that tripped him and make a strike with his pole axe. $13 will hit. And that is going to do. You see Jahal stand up and swing his pole axe sort of wildly at this guy in order to sort of repay him for his debt. He does. And he is then going to use the brace action to give anybody disadvantages on attacking him. That's his turn. That is going to lead to you, Mask. Mask, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to actually put an arrow at this bandit right here. So I guess I would have to come out of brace to do that, yeah?
Yeah, brace only lasts your turn, so it's over
Your
already.
turn? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay. The one that Jahal hit?
This one right here.
Okay. Yeah. You missed.
Missed, yeah. I guess I'll brace behind the chawl again.
Okay.
How do I do? Do I just click the brace icon and then?
It's just I know that it's disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
So you use disadvantage. Okay, this guy is going to. Taszo is going to. Seeing you guys struggling, he's going to rush in. He's going to get up there and he's going to make a strike with a side sword against that bandit, and his broken arm is making it hard for him. So he rushes up, swings his sword, and misses completely. Oops, don't want that. That's his turn. That's going to lead us to this bandit. No, this bandit who will target him again and make another mace strike. Oh wait, that is disadvantage. 7 misses. He swings his mace and the shield gets between him and the man, blocks it. This guy is not seeing any threat in Taszo, so he's going to make. Oh wait, no, they can trip again. He will try to trip again. That will fail. It doesn't fail. Jahal ends up on his back again. This one is going to target him with a mace strike. Brace ends because he got tripped. He was braced behind his shield. This guy rolls at normal. 15 will not hit. So you guys see both of these bandits just swinging at Jahal, and the attacks bounce off, but he does get tripped in the fray and falls back to his feet. And that is going to end this one's turn and this one's turn. That is going to lead us to this bandit, who will target you, Ash, with a short bow strike. This is movement. Target you with a short bow strike. And shoot an arrow at you with disadvantage because you are braced. And roll poorly. The arrow clatters off the stone shell of the chull. He'll then try to move a little closer to maybe not have that happen again. That will lead us to this one, who will... He's going to rush you. He's going to pull out his mace and he's going to rush you. And because he moved more than 10 feet, there's no disadvantage on it, and it doesn't matter. He swings and he swings wide, and it bounces off the shell of the chull as well, which makes it deflect over your head. But you now have a bandit up in your face. Mask, that is going to take us to your turn. You have 3 actions. What would you like to do?
Xeno.
That's Xeno.
Xeno, yes. I hate it. I gotta fix that.
So, all right. So what I want to do is I want to move right. I want to do the thing where, there you go. That I want to move right there.
Right there.
Yep. And I want to use cheap shot on this guy right here.
Okay, so roll an unarmored attack.
Yep.
Quick cheap shot, roll it.
Well, should that have been with advantage since I have a teammate on his other side?
No, that's not how that works in this game.
Oh, okay. How did that come out?
You rolled... Okay, so you rolled, you did 2 damage. So the bandit takes a little bit of damage from that, but you strike him, but his armor is kind of blocking a little bit of it. So you do a little damage, but it does succeed. So he is stunned. Why can I not?
Okay, so...
Oh, I have the wrong thing selected. That's why. So he is currently stunned.
Mm-hmm. So I can take something from him as well, right?
Yes, if you would like. You cannot take something he has equipped. So he has his mace equipped in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't take that or his short bow, but you can try to steal something else.
What else does he have?
You just want to roll and see? You just want to reach into his pockets and try to take something?
Is that going to be my last action?
No.
Or does that just come with it? Yeah,
That comes with it.
Yeah. Let's just see what he's got.
Why do
Add
you
insult
guys
to
make
injury.
it so hard on me to do cool? I love this stuff. This is so much fun. Roll for me a thievery check.
Thievery check. All right.
To make up stuff on the fly. Oh my god, it's almost like being a DM is hard work. 9. Okay. You can pull out a handful of marks. I'll give you 2 marks.
Okay. So then for my last action, I'm just like the last time. I'm going to pull up my short bow and fire at the guy next to him. Maybe we'll get better at it.
So you pull up next to him and you make another shot at that guy. Okay, go for it. 9 is going to miss.
Feel no better at it. Oh well.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just double check something here, just real quick, just so I know what's going on. Okay. That leads us to the third round of combat. Okay, we are going to... Jahal's going to go fast again. Mask, or Ash, what would you like to do?
Fast.
Fast, okay. Taszo is going to also go fast. The bandits are actually going to go... Well, they're going to go fast too, because they're pretty much all engaged. AK? Zeno?
I'm gonna go fast.
Fast? Wonderful. That is going to lead us to the top of the turn order. Jahal is once again going to... He's going to do this. He is going to target this one. He's prone. So he's going to stand up first. Going to target this one. He is going to make a strike with his polearm. That will hit. So you guys see Jahal thrust the spear tip of his polearm into this bandit's belly, and this bandit, that's wrong. And this bandit folds forward with a keel, dying from his wound. And it is now dead. He is then going to turn towards this bandit. And he is going to try to smash forward with his shield. Do that. Let me look. It says I can. Why is this wrong? Have I been doing this wrong? I have. Well, I gotta get rid of that. How do I do this? Shouldn't have +5 to this. I'll figure it out later. I'll do math until then. If I do this... I should have just not. Should have just not done this thing. I was trying to be fancy and doing stuff that I wanted, but that'll even it out. If I take... I can do the shield strike, I believe. Let me just double check and make sure. Oh, I can, but it takes focus. I'm fine with that. Let's take focus away. Okay, so he's going to turn and he's going to do shield strike. Um, 11 misses. So he lashes out with his shield. And he isn't used to doing this kind of strike, so it misses. It doesn't really push this guy or do any damage. So this bandit remains pretty much unscathed. Sorry about having to figure that out, guys. That is going to lead us to AK's turn. AK, you see Jahal gut one of these bandits, and now before you is another bandit that is now surrounded by Jahal, Taszo, and you. What would you like?
I don't really have a melee weapon.
You do not?
So I need to fix that. Okay. But I'm going to want to target this guy right here by mask.
Okay, go ahead and target him and make an attack. That is going to miss. So you turn and shoot an arrow, but it doesn't really work out. Miss. Sorry, man. Clatters on the rocks behind him.
Yep.
You have another action you can take if you'd like.
You know what? Why don't we go ahead and stun this homeboy in front of us?
You cannot. You are out of focus.
Out of focus. How does that get built up?
You rest, or you can use your recovery thing to bring it back as well. Focus comes from resting.
So then there is. Let me just make sure. There is nothing more I can do, isn't there? Oh. Yeah, not really. Boy, I got to do something about that melee weapon thing.
That would help.
Okay. Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Wait, I can move, right?
You can move.
It'll be But if I do, he'll get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, sir, he will.
Well, I'm just going to stay there then.
Okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
Ash.
I have a question.
Shoot.
I have a knife on my character, but it's not equipped. Does it cost an action to equip a weapon?
No, you can have two things. Where's your knife?
It's in my weapons. It should be on me. I had one. I thought I had equipped it, but apparently it's unequipped.
I don't see you have a knife in your equipment. Oh, you do. Okay, yeah, it's equipped now.
Okay. I could have sworn I had equipped it. I didn't know.
Yeah, I've kind of always said you can have like two weapons equipped, so you can have a ranged and kind of at the ready so that you can use. I think technically in rules it's supposed to take an action to change. I think that's silly. I'm not going to do that. So
yeah. All right. Obviously, trying to do a bow attack on him is going to be disadvantaged. So we're going to try and knife him.
I'll go ahead and go for the knife.
Knifey knife.
12 will hit. You guys see Ash pull out a knife you haven't seen before. It's a hunting knife, right? It's got a bone hilt on it, and he jabs it into this guy's gut, doing a little bit of damage. He's looking a little concerned. He's not wounded, but he's a little concerned. You have another action you can take.
Does brace work in melee as well? Without a shield?
I think so. It doesn't
I never
say
really
it
like.
doesn't.
Yeah. You hide behind cover within 5 feet. Attacks from the other side of your cover. Oh, so it would have to have cover.
Yeah, so I not melee, but it
I
would
would
work
say-
for the archer.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm. But then you're. Yeah, alright. I guess I'll brace.
Okay, so you'll have the archer will have disadvantage on you.
I'll use his own friend as cover.
I love it. You'll kind of like bob and weave around, like, shoot me now, shoot me now. I love it. Okay, perfect. Taszo is going to attempt to do another side sword strike against this guy. I love that. We're gonna do a natural 20 for a critical hit. So you guys see Taszo kind of rebalance himself after his missed strike. He swings his sword and it clips this bandit in the neck. And this bandit falls, clutching his neck, gargling blood from his throat as he falls dead in front of you. He's then going to move 1, 2, 3, and he's going to try to get there to help you if possible. And that's his turn. Those bandits are dead. That's going to lead to this one, who will target. Well, he's going to target Taszo because he just killed a man.
Just killed the man. Mama.
You guys see Taszo take an arrow in the back and he falls to his knees. He is looking incredibly wounded now as this bandit sort of puts his bow behind his back, after firing it at Taszo. It's going to be his turn, and then it's going to lead to the last bandit, who is going to turn to you, Ash, and make a melee strike. I believe that should miss, and it does. So he swings, but Taszo brings his sword up, even though he's on his knees, and blocks it just enough that it doesn't really bring any damage against you. Which is then going to lead us to the top of round 4. What would everybody like to do?
We're gonna go fast again.
Fast?
Yeah, fast.
I do kind of like the fast, slow thing.
Yeah, I think it makes combat a little bit more interesting. A little bit less like roll, and then you have a set order. You get a little more control.
Yeah.
What's my movement on this guy? 30 feet. 2. You ain't going nowhere.
Where are you going? Nowhere.
Pole arm strike. Ooh, that's a big boy hit. Yeah, this guy, he's kind of self-satisfied with shooting the arrow at Taszo, and he gets like lopped in half by You see Jahal run across, and he like sweeps his pole arm around and like cuts this guy almost in half. Like he is now dead. He is dead. That's you. That's his turn. That's going to lead us to you, AK. Xena. 3 dead bandits and 1 left. What would you like to do?
Is there any reason to keep him alive.
I will point out that there is a storm brewing, and you're seeing lightning up ahead, above your head, and questioning him would be incredibly difficult right now. You would have to like tie him up, put him in the wagon. I mean, you can do it.
Well,
I'm just pointing out that the scenario you're in is a little precarious.
We're going to shoot this mofo.
Okay. You guys see
Zeno
shoot the mofo. 17 will hit.
Finally.
Zeno goes all AK or goes all gangsta style on him.
No, wait, the +5. Should have +5 to that. 'Cause it's a heavy weapon, and I have +5 to heavy weapons. That's right. I'm silly. I'm dumb. I'm silly. Don't listen to me, guys. Ever. You guys see Zeno like sort of casually step out into the middle of the thing, pull a bow or pull an arrow out, knock it, shoot it, and it sinks into the back of this guy's neck. And Ash, you see it protrude out the front of his throat as he falls dead in the street. And that will end
Combat.
Perfect.
I'm gonna clear this, and I'm going to change the music back to some suspense, because we are now. You do this, and Taszo gets to his feet, limping badly.
I'd like to help him into the wagon.
Let's go. Let's move.
And then, yeah.
You guys all group up, and you immediately set out as the wind begins to howl in your ears.
The loot goblin in me was like, I want to loot the bodies.
Oh, yeah, I know, me too.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Do you want to loot the body?
Yeah,
no, I want to get back. I want to get back. We need to get back to the wall of safety, or the cliff of safety.
Okay. You guys immediately set out. Okay. Now, all right, here's what I'm going to do. It's fine. I'm going to bring us back here. You'll be down here. Bring us back here. You guys are down here. Okay. You're over here. You're gonna be here.
So I have a kind of a dumb question. Well, not really a dumb question, but more of a basic knowledge question for like the Parishendi and Saul in this case.
Yes.
Do they fear the storms as well, or do they?
You would have no idea how they feel about the storms whatsoever. That would be that would be a cultural thing, and he would not know given his background. So you could you could ask him, but he wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would just be like, get the fuck out of here.
So now, because you left him behind, I need to do some very interesting things.
Left him behind. Ooh.
So.
Oh yeah, because he would. I mean, he's yeah. You know, he'd be like janking shit and stealthing around like a ninja. Oh god, especially Sniper. As Sniper, he would just be. Oh my god, I could only imagine. There'd be like several missing guards or something.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do for him. He would do this. Okay. Then I'm gonna do this. And then I am going to do That's what I'm going to do. Okay. You guys come back to the Covenant Stone Crossroads, and you see chaos. These two here, so you see bodies of other bandits littering the ground. Soldiers are limping. There are some scorch marks on a few of the wagons, and you see Saul limping towards you, heavily injured. From an apparent, he tells you that bandits attacked, and he saw something that you really need to see, or that you really need to hear about. But before you do, you see all of the soldiers rush off to the storm shelter to get away from the coming storm, and you see the Nen, the kindly gentleman, motioning for you to get in the wagon.
Okay.
Okay. Get in the wagon.
I'll rush to get into the wagon, I guess.
Okay,
yes.
give me one.
Are we all getting in the one with the brightness, or are we gonna get like our own?
You all gather in the same.
Okay.
You all get to about here. These guys climb inside. And you're hearing the caravan, the merchant, talk about bandits having faces painted and how they attacked. A large number of bandits attacked the military camp, and a small number attacked the merchant caravan. And you see Taszo's head snap up. And he looks over the rock at the lightning and the storm. And then he looks to the north where because they said that the remaining bandits had retreated back to the north around Covenant Stone Crossroads here. And you see a look of realization cross his face. They stole it. They must have stole it. The Honor Blade. They attacked. They must have attacked. He rushes off. Runs straight after the bandits. And vanishes around the Covenant Stone. Directly towards the storm. You guys rush after him to the edge of the rock, and you look around the safety of this rock. The merchants behind you say, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" And you get around to where you see the storm wall approaching, and you see a giant storm covering the entirety of the horizon. And you see Taszo running directly towards it, towards the lightning and the wind. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
No! Cliffhanger! Literally, a cliffhanger! Very nice.
Very nice.
So we gotta number one, figure out where he's going and what's going on there. Number two, we got to get paid by the soldier because we went and got the people in the wagon and all that.
Yeah.
I would like to my curiosity is to check the wagon itself that had the locked goods, so to speak. See if it's actually been broken into.
I will point out that all of the soldiers are in their storm shelter. So
Yeah.
you guys can spend the week deciding what you want to do. But
there's also a storm rolling in. So.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Very
you
good.
will,
Well,
you
good
guys will
times.
have to figure out. Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. We went a little longer today.
Yeah.
3 hours and 42 minutes. Jesus Christ. I lost
The
track.
nice
We've
thing
been
about
doing 3
starting
hours?
early, well, we usually finish around 5. We
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
an